You've heard of Taco Tuesday. Maybe even some other types of Tuesdays. But have you ever heard of Shish Kebab Tuesday? So welcome back to TGIF. We're here on a Tuesday evening and we're about to make some shrimp skewers and some ground chicken skewers. Let's get started. First, we have to get some ground chicken and just place it in the bowl. This egg is for binding, and then you just have to crack it in. Pause it. Alright, now we're about to add the spices. First, we have a tablespoon of chili powder, a tablespoon of coriander powder, half a teaspoon of turmeric, half a teaspoon of cumin powder. Next we have a teaspoon of ginger garlic paste. You can grind these yourself, you can get it from the store. My mom grinded these and we just keep it in the fridge. Half a teaspoon of chettinad masala. I used this in my last recipe, and you can look it up online, see how to make it, or I might even post a recipe of how to make it. We have onions based on your quality. You can put it quantity based on that. You can put it in as much as you want for your taste and flavor. We put in about 3/4 of a cup. And now some salt to taste. Now we have to mix it up. Now make sure you have to mix this thoroughly. Otherwise you'll get a whole bunch of places where it just tastes too much, you know? It has that overpowering of each spice here and there. That's why you have to mix it up all the way. And that's how you get that nice texture into it. You get to mix the chicken up too. And make sure all the flavor just sits in there, sinks in. And that, yeah. You also want to turn it over so that you can also keep it from sticking to the bowl. Because if it sits there too long, it starts to almost dry up and leak out all the juicy, you know? Alright, so now in both hands I have some herbs. In this hand there's some coriander or cilantro, as you know. Pop that in, and here's some homegrown mint that we also have. This is all based on your flavor. I can't give neatly measured amounts because some people like it this way, other people like it the other way, and you just gotta mix it all over again. So right now we finished mixing up all the ground chicken mixture, and for half an hour you have to soak some skewers, some nice medium-sized skewers. Right here. Soak them in water for some time, because if they're dry, the meat will just fall off, and you don't want that, because it'll be hard to deal with later. But if it's wet, it stays on there. Okay, now we're gonna get started on the shrimp. Right now we're using a small amount of shrimp, so you're gonna have to multiply the amount of spices and herbs and flavorings because it's such a small amount. You know, if you're making a big amount, you'll have to have more. Now, we have 1.5 teaspoons of chili powder, 1 tablespoon of coriander powder, 1/4 of a teaspoon of turmeric, 1 half a teaspoon of chettinad masala, some salt to taste, one and a half teaspoons of cornstarch. Right now we're gonna mix it all up. Hand mixing is preferred, but if you don't want to get your hands dirty, you can use a spatula or a spoon or something like that, but I'm gonna hand mix it. If it's a little too powdery or dry, you can add a little bit of oil to it. Any oil works. If you're a health nut, you can go olive oil. If you're, I don't know, you can just use some kind of oil. So now we're gonna start applying our meat onto the sticks. You can use whatever you want. You can use a frying pan to fry them, and you can also, we're using a griddle for spacious reasons. And right now, first you want to take some oil to your hands. Just put it into your hands like that. Grab some meat. And then just roll it into like a cylinder almost. And then just rub it on there. Now, last time our meat was a little soft, so we added some breadcrumbs to make it a little more firm. Now, if this looks a little messy, just keep going, because later it'll just start to bind together onto the stick. Alright, so this is what it should look like. It should kind of look like a hot dog on a stick. And I had some help, just a little bit. And once you're done with that, just put it on the heating device.
Heating device?
Yeah, heating device. Alright, now we're going to start with the shrimp. First, you want to take it through the tail and then through the head. And then just slide it. Alright, so now I put it on. You have to make them curl around more. And so now, we did 4 on a stick because our sticks were a little small. And so, we just put it like that and fry it. Alright, so now, keep an eye on everything else. Just make sure it doesn't burn or anything like that. And this is talking from experience. So, yeah, just be careful. Don't burn down the house. There. So now I'm going to dab some olive oil on all of these. And the olive oil helps it cook better. It even adds in some extra flavor. It lets the seasoning sink into the meat. So now we're just going to let these sit here and cook, and I'm just going to keep turning them over. So guys, this is the best part of the video. I am going to taste them. So I'm going to surprise my parents and going to show them that I can actually cook. Yes. They don't believe that right now at this point, so the way you're supposed to eat it, just take it off the stick, take a bite out, and just dip it in the mint chutney and just. Okay. Yeah. Very nice. That was heaven right there. Guys, the spice, the sweetness, the savory of that, it was all blended in nicely. Now let's try the shrimp. It's cooked well. Flavor came in really nice. And nice and chewy. Now, this also can be eaten with the mint chutney, if you want. But the mint chutney looks like this. My mom made it just fresh right now. And enjoy, guys. So guys, I'm pretty busy right now and I'm just enjoying myself. I hope you guys like this video and subscribe, do what you like, and this is really good, guys. You gotta try this. Yeah. Is this still recording? Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I put that off for about like 3 months, and I finally edited it. Now, if you want to subscribe up here, and check out my 2 latest videos right up here, before this one, of course. And like, subscribe, notifications, you know what to do. See you next Friday.